You have to really learn how to pace yourself on this entrepreneur journey. It's not a sprint, it definitely is a marathon. And I know in this fast paced internet world that we live in, everything is appearing to go fast, and it seems like companies are growing, hitting the $1 million mark like overnight. But to be honest with you, that's not the path for most companies. I was just reading an article about Caro, and they're about 6 years old, a car servicing app, used car servicing app, and they went from zero to a billion in 6 years. Now, I know all of you guys wish that was your story, but um, that's not reality for everybody. So we can read those stories and be inspired by those stories about ideas, about innovation, about technology. But for the majority of us, it's going to be a marathon. I remember when I was in the Army and we would have to take a physical fitness test. And a part of the physical fitness test, we would have to do sit ups. You would have to do a certain amount, a number of sit ups in 2 minutes. And I remember originally when I would go out to do my sit ups, in my mind, I told myself I had to go really fast. I had to go really fast. And so when I began to do my sit ups, I would go really fast. But around sit up number 60, I would get tired and I would cramp out and I wouldn't get the number. I was trying to get up to about 90 sit ups and I wouldn't get to that number. And this happened about 2 or 3 times. And then I reached out for advice from another one of my soldier buddies who was scoring in those high 90s. He was doing 90 in the 2 minutes. So I knew it was possible because I had a visualization of it. So I talked with him and he told me one of the most important things that not only worked for my sit-ups, but it has helped me so much in my business. And he says, you got to get a rhythm. You got to get a rhythm. You have to go slower and you got to get a rhythm. He says you have, 120 seconds, right? 120 seconds to do 90 sit-ups. So if you get a rhythm, it'll become easier. Now in my mind, I said, well, I'm having trouble. I'm going fast and I'm getting to 60 and I'm having trouble. How am I going to go slower and get to 90? And he began to share with me, if you put your body in a rhythm, you won't tense up and you'll get to 90 real easy. Sure enough, my next PT test, I took his advice. I paced myself. I got a rhythm. And sure enough, I was doing 90, 95 sit-ups without an issue. So that's what you want to do in your business. Get a rhythm and just be on that rhythm. When you're running a marathon, I just did the